Shift colors underway from Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. This is a boys under 13 finals featuring the Elk Grove Everton FC and the Arizona Rush Nike. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg, GK Porter for George Landerman Video Sports Productions. Let's get the lineup for the Arizona Rush Nike. First, their keeper is Sean Spitzer. Number 2 is Ty Waltz. Number 3 is Justin Glad. Number 4 will be Alejandro Gonzalez. Number 5 is Hagen Hyatt. Number 6 is Landon Breeding. Number 9 is Ronaldo Fierro. Number 11 is Hector Benejas. Number 12 is Adolfo Castro. Number 13 is Adam Walsh. Number 15 is Ivan Garcia. Number 19 is Alexis Enriquez. Number 20 is Colin Bruss. Number 22 is Eddie Richter. And 23 is Juan Santa Cruz. The head coach is Paulo Fierro, and the manager is Eric Spitzer. And now for the Elk Grove Everton FC. They are head coached by Alejandro Murillo. His assistant coach is Francisco Garcia, and his manager is Jack Betancourt. The keeper is Adam Angel. Number 2 is Cameron McKibben. Number 4 is Alex Cameron. Number 7 is Giovanni Flores Mesa. Number 9 is Zier Williams. Number 10 is Levi Valega. Number 11 is Jorge Chris Santos. Number 12 is Chris Kabitak. Number 13 is Chase Mitchell. 14 is Nico Garcia. 15 is Juan Gonzalez. 19 is Colin Betancourt. 29 is Samuel Haro. And number 99 is Jose Rocha. And that ball goes out of play on the near side. Throwing it in, Elk Grove Everton. And there's a drive there by Jose Rocha. And it goes out of play off the defender of Arizona Nike, the Rush Nike team, that is. And now into Central now. Calderon. And running onto it now is DeHaro. DeHaro pushing it out to the Y. He's got his teammate out there, Betancourt. Betancourt, his service towards the box is interrupted there. And still in the Central for the white-clad Elk Grove Everton from the Sacramento area. And they now push it out to the Y. And now going after it down the Central. And we have a whistle. Whistle is going to go in favor of the Rush Nike club. And so Rush Nike sets it up for their free kick. 0-0 your score here at Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. And that free kick is intercepted. And now Everton FC with it. Everton FC now in the 18-yard box, and that's a blast or a service from Calderon to the far side, and a goal! Goal, 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 goal! Colin Betancourt was there. He was unmarked, and it's 1-0. Elk Grove Everton, 96. They lead 1-0. Nice play that time by Cameron, getting it over there to Betancourt, and he was able to finish. And it's 1-0 here in the championship of the Las Vegas Mayor's Cup, the 9th annual, right here at the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. And to the outside, so now Nike Rush has their work cut out for them, and they're trying to do something here in the attacking area now. They still are on the soccer ball. Retreating back there is Betancourt, and it goes out of play. Lastly touched off by Everton FC. So it'll be a throw-in by Nike Rush. They throw it in. Getting it there, a touch by Brust. Brust's pass is deflected, and now they have a shot into the 18-yard box, and it goes past the goal line. So now it will be a goal kick. And as you see, the keeper there, that's Mr. Angel. He for Everton FC. And now that strike out of the 6-yard box. And a goal kick. And it goes down the field toward the central, but it is intercepted. And that ball has nice pace for it on the outside. Here's Nike Rush now, a service toward the central now, trying to get a player to run onto it there. And that was Fierro. Fierro ran by it. However, he's still marking the player that has it, and that's Rocha. However, it is now. Rocha sends it into the 18-yard box and is blocked nicely that time by Hagen Hyatt. And his teammate runs onto it in the central. Nice pace to the outside with that ball to Richter. Richter tries to take a step around the marking defender, but he couldn't. Dispossessed. Sent down to central, but intercepted. They couldn't go any further with it, and here they try again, and that's by Kabatak. Kabatak now has a player to run onto it, but he was offsides, and that is Calderon. Calderon trying to get to a favorite position again and either make a pass or take a shot. But he was offside. So now it'll be a free kick for Nike Rush. The visitors from Arizona driving it down to Central here in this championship game. And to white, you have Everton FC now with the blue numbers. Both have blue numbers. And that's down to Central there. Intercepted that time by Ivan Garcia. He pushed it out to the wide, but still, Everton FC have it in a header and a goal! Go, 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 go! They go up high, and they find Calderon, and he is able to finish, and it is 2-0 now. 2-0 in the contest. Betancourt and Calderon have scored both of the goals. And we will get underway here again, but it is now a 2-goal lead. And let's see what Nike Rush can do about that one. They're going to have to start doing some things as they're down 2-0. They have been moving the ball pretty good, getting it to the attacking area, but they haven't finished yet, and now they're looking at two players that have finished on the other side. And so now it becomes critical they start finishing with a goal in the back of the net. Here's a throw in now by Fierro. Fierro's got a teammate there who passed it right back to him. Can he hold on to it? He does. And he tries to service it toward the 18-yard box, but it was intercepted, cut off into space. And now here's another cutoff into space, and now that ball is to Gonzalez. Alejandro Gonzalez. Gonzalez stops going one direction, goes the other direction, and now puts out a diagonal pass to his teammate, but he could not get it to Gonzalez on an interior. So now intercepted, trying to go up down to Central, and Colin Betancourt pushed down. It'll be a free kick, and they do a quick restart now. He goes out to Kabitak. Kabitak now. Kabitak on a wide. Kabitak having problems as he's being pushed. And let's see. It is going to be, they say Kabitak with the body, and it's a free kick. And that ball goes out of play, though, after the free kick by Nike Rush, and it give back away to Everton FC. Everton FC now on the run in the attacking third. They're still on a soccer ball, and let's see what the call is. Is it going to be a corner kick in this championship game? No, it will not. It'll be a goal kick. 2-0. Everton, Elk Grove Everton FC leading in his championship game of the 9th annual Mayor's Cup. And on a soccer ball now. And still on a soccer ball. Nicely done that time, DiHaro. DiHaro gets it out to the wide to Rocha. Rocha gets it back to Calderon. Calderon making moves around the defender, but he can't make a subsequent moves. Is taken away. But coming into the space, a nice run by Nico Garcia. And he keeps the action going in attacking third as a header brought down. Looking for it there is Kavitak, but he has a hard time with it there as Gonzalez dispossesses him there that time. And now the ball is over to Enriquez. Enriquez, and I guess he knocked it out of play. And it is now going to be a throw-in for Elk Grove Everton FC as they get it in, trying to go to that attacking third. And now it'll be a throw-in for Nike Rush. The Arizona visitors down 2-0 in this contest here at the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. Greg G.K. Porter, happy to be with you on a championship day here on a beautiful weekend here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Summerlin section. And now on to it, and it goes out of the far side touchline. It'll be a throw-in for Elk Grove FC. They throw it in, and it's intercepted there. Intercepted on the far side. There's a few players for Elk Grove, and they stand tall there at midfield, and they win it back. And now the header is pushed toward the defensive third, and retreating back there is Nike Rush. They get it and push it upfield, but it was out of play. And now on it is Betancourt. Betancourt loses it, and he's trying to get it again. Players there trying to grab that soccer ball, and in this boys under 13 game, it's going to go to Calderon only for a minute. And coming up, Calderon try to get it again, and now here is Rocha. Service in the box, and that ball is knocked out of play past the goal line. Lots of traffic in areas where that soccer ball is at, and making it real difficult to find some space and work for both teams at times in this match. Going to be a corner kick. 2-0 in favor of Elk Grove Everton FC. Trying to add more to the score. And the in-swinger and the header, and that one goes awry. Getting up high was Juan Gonzalez, and Gonzalez tried to do some of the same things that has been done so far, and that being Calderon being able to head that ball in the back of the net. And now they have 3 fresh players coming in. Does Elk Grove Everton FC. They got Jorge Crisantos, Chase Mitchell, and we didn't get the other guy, but we'll mention him as he touches that soccer ball. On a 2-0 advantage right now. But here's Alejandro Gonzalez to his teammate now, who tried to give Gonzalez a return pass, but marking strongly there was Juan Gonzalez in his space. And that ball goes out of play. And it was lastly touched out by, and he marked so strong that it was lastly touched out by the Nike Rush. And so now they're trying to head toward the attacking third with Calderon. He takes a shot and a save by Sean Spitzer. Spitzer being able to make the save. Calderon was marked heavily on the play, but he still was able to get off a shot. 2-0 still your score. Coming in now, Jose Rocha. And he wasn't out very long. He's back into the contest. And the center ref now. We're going to give that ball to Sean Spitzer. And Spitzer's going to drive it down for his Rush Nike Ball Club. Trying to get something going here. As coming into space there was Gonzalez. That ball kicked out of play. And it's a throw-in for the all-white of Elk Grove Everton FC. They lead 2-0. See the beautiful mountains there. And in the beautiful Summerlin area here. And here's a service toward the 18-yard box, and a save made by Spitzer. Turned out to be a pretty good shot, and Spitzer had to go up high to make the save that time. And at midfield. And now with it is Nike Rush trying to do something. They are down 2-0 in this contest. And they're going to try to throw it in here, but there's a substitution. So fresh players coming into the contest. And they throw it in. Gonzalez and company, but it doesn't. They can't possess it long enough, and having to retreat is Justin Glad. And Spitzer almost made a mistake there off his line, but he's able to get it at the last moment. And that ball goes out now as they push it upfield. Trying to do something with it was Alexis Enriquez, and he was past the far side touchline. And now trying to throw it in was Elk Grove Everton FC, and they did an illegal throw-in. Well, now Rush Nike gets another opportunity to move forward off the header from Gonzalez, and it goes back to the defensive third where the defenders are able to push it forward. However, Rush Nike gets it again. Still trying to get to that attacking third, and they do have it now. And in the corner, outside the 18-yard box, the defenders push it out of the box in their own defensive third to midfield. But however, winning it now is Ivan Garcia. He tries to get an interior pass, but on a ball with some nice pace, but it was just intercepted by the White, and now they kick it out of play. So the throw back in by Rush Nike now, trying to make a move. They can't do it, dispossessed. And here back on a quick counterattack. Here's Calderon. Calderon with space. He finds his teammate to the wide. That's Chase Mitchell into the 6-yard box, and Spitzer is able to make the save. Spitzer nicely comes off his line and makes that save to keep this a 2-0 ball game. And all the way down the field, try to get a counterattack going. Chasing it down there is Alejandro Gonzalez. He can't get to it. Coming in now is Benejas, but he can't get to it. As in midfield now, weaving his way, doing a fine job there is Zier Williams. And Zier Williams with a nice run in that last sequence. And now it's DiHaro. They still have it in the attacking area. Zier Williams now with it. Stops that soccer ball, collects it, and possesses it nicely and gives it over to his teammate. And that is McKibben. And to the interior where Zier Williams was trying to get to it, he didn't get to it. It's pushed all the way back in their own half of the field. But winning it now, doing it nicely is Levi Vega over to Zier Williams. And Williams, nice pace with the ball to McKibben, and he kicks it out of play. And they do a nice little bit of passing there, controlling the ball. And when you're ahead 2-0, that's what you want to do. You want to tire them out. You want to make them chase here in this championship game of the 9th annual Mayor's Cup. Going to throw it in. Nike rush, they do. But here's Zier Williams showing his ball skills now. And he gets it over to the central now to DiHaro. Samuel DiHaro, he's got Calderon. Calderon takes a shot. Save! And a rebound is given up. And two players collide. It's still in the 18-yard box. And Nike rush trying to protect in their box, and a foul. And that will go against Everton FC. And so they'll get a free kick. And they'll do it quickly, down 2-0. Nice save by Spitzer. And they keep it again, a 2-0 lead. Here comes Elk Grove Everton FC with Zier Williams. Zier makes a nice move. Zier around two players. Zier takes a shot. Zier scores! Go, 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 go! Zier Williams, and it's 3-0. Oh, nice play by Zier. He did it by himself, and he finished with it on the upper inside the far post. And now 3 goals in his first half. Zier the latest, along with Calderon and Betancourt. And they have a comfortable lead here in this championship game at the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. And really at this point, Nike Rush, they're finding out that they were paired up against a very formidable team here in the championship game. And they really have got their work cut out for them now to get something going. They've been able to have some good touches, but they've got to get some very good touches now, and they've got to get the ball in the back of the net. As rolling it out there is Adam Angel. Angel getting it to a teammate. He wants to push it up, but intercepted there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez in his space. Gonzalez service toward the box. Did he have a runner? Oh, and he had a man there in the central, but he couldn't finish. And that time it was Juan Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz could not be Santa Claus and finished that time. And now it is just an errant play. And those are the types of plays that you must make when you're down 3-0. You got to get the ball in the back of the net. And now in their own defensive half of the field, as throwing it in, Chase Mitchell off of Zier Williams into the 18-yard box. Here's Calderon chasing it outside the box. Calderon into space. Calderon too strong. Calderon on a service. And he gets another strike. Zier Williams and a save by Spitzer. Couple of touches there in the 18-yard box, and the last one was up high, and Spitzer able to rob Zier Williams. And Zier didn't get a full direct shot on it. He kind of had a part of his body turned, but he was able to strike it anyways, and a save was made. In their own half of the field, Nike Rush trying to do something, get something going. They need more plays like in the last minute and a half when they had a player standing in the central of the 18-yard box. They need guys like that. They got to finish like they haven't been able to do yet. Coming in now is number 12, Adolfo, or rather, that's Chris Kabatak. Kabatak comes in for Calderon, and he gets a round of applause. Alex has played a great first half. And they throw it in now as Kabatak is in. And now moving with that ball on a counterattack and getting it out there to Colin Brust. Brust now trying to look for somebody down at Central. Gonzalez, he didn't get to it. They take it away and they push it upfield now where they have some numbers. Zier Williams now down to Central, but it's interrupted and intercepted nicely. A nice job on a run from the back to push that ball upfield now. And they have now running it down is Benejas. Benejas and Benejas score! Go, 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 go! Benejas, and it is now 3-1, and Rush Nike had to get one in the back of the net. They cut the lead down to 2 goals now. Benejas, a nice run. Hector and his team now has a goal on the scoreboard, and it is 3-1. And it'll be a throw-in now. As throwing it in is Ty Waltz there. Waltz, and that ball goes out of play on the near side, and Waltz will run it down and try to get it in again. He wants to get his team to do something here, get going up the field. However, there was a quick touch there by Castro, and Adolfo Castro gets it to Benejas. Hector Benejas now wants to start showing his prowess in the contest. He just put in a goal. And into the Central now. With that ball is Colin Brust. Brust now, and a service, and he tried to get Benejas. He was up in the air, and he tried to put it in the back of the net. And that would have been a great goal, and that would cut the lead by 1. But it just didn't quite coordinate that time. Substitution, Juan Gonzalez is coming into the contest. Coming out, Chase Mitchell. And to throw in from their own half of the field. Here's Zier Williams. Zier Williams down the field. Trying to chase it down is Kabatak. He didn't get to it. However, getting to it is Nico Garcia. And now here's a strike down the Central, and trying to maintain possession of it was Kabatak, but he couldn't. Gave it away to Nike Rush, and now who runs onto it is Giovanni Flores. Flores now, and his pass intercepted. Flores has it again. Flores now trying to get it to the 18-yard box. Here's Zier Williams. You know he can make good moves, and he's tripped up. And he makes such good moves that he got tripped up that time. And now He will have a free kick for Elk Grove Everton FC. They lead in this contest 3-1 here in the first half. Time running out in the first half. Should be hearing the double whistle pretty soon. And here's the free kick. This one up in the air and over the top of the net, taken that time by Juan Gonzalez. And he couldn't bring that one down to beat the keeper, Sean Spitzer. And that ball went over the top of the net. So now it will be a goal kick. You see how beautiful of a day it is here in the championship game of the boys under 13 in the 9th annual Mayor's Cup here in Las Vegas. That ball toward the center of the field, intercepted, and quickly they get going on a counterattack. Does Everton FC. That ball goes out of play to goal line, and it's going to be a corner kick. Or take that back, it'll be a goal kick. Spitzer setting it up. And the ball driven down to central, but up in the air to intercept it was Colin Betancourt. He scored a goal in this game. Here's another guy who scored a goal. Oh, beautiful move by Z.R. Williams. Williams now still on the soccer ball. He pushes it out to the wide. And that ball is knocked out of play by the defenders marking up into space. Now it's thrown in that time by Nico Garcia. And his teammates trying to get to it is knocked out of play. And it'll be a throw-in now for Nike Rush in their own defensive third. And they push it upfield now and toward the central now. And now across midfield, and they are heading toward the attacking third now. And they are just about there. Ronaldo Fierro. Fierro getting it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a little bit of space. Here's Fierro. Fierro, nice service toward the 18-yard box. It's in the box, and a save has to be made by Angel. Adam Angel driving it down the field for Everton FC for a player to run onto it, and that's Jose Rocha. And there's a whistle. Whistle by on Rocha, and it'll be a free kick. Nike Rush now with the free kick. And taking it, Adolfo Castro toward the 18-yard box, intercepted. And now down to central, trying to get a runner onto it, but retreating back nicely is a defender back there for Nike Rush. And still pushing that ball over to Juan Gonzalez, and still on it is Everton FC, Z.R. Williams. Places a nice ball to the interior, and that ball was headed over to Nico Garcia, but a nice job marking into space that time, and it's going to be a foul. Garcia with a foul, and quickly they get it started as Rush Nike. And that's the end of the first half with the score. A very exciting first half. It's 3-1 Elk Grove Everton FC over Rush Nike. We'll be back. Action starting here in the second half. As you can see, it is Everton FC going from right to left in your picture in the second half, and going from left to right is Rush Nike. 3-1 is your score. And on the foot there of Gonzalez trying to make a play. Gonzalez, it goes up to Benejas. Benejas now. And here's a shot and a save made. No problem that time for Angel.
Come on, Nico. Come on, guys. Don't dive.
And now here trying again. You've got Gonzalez trying to make that move. And that ball is going to go out of play. Everton FC will throw it in. They lead 3-1 on goals in the first half by Calderon, by Betancourt, and by Zier Williams. Now trying to add more to the score. And that ball is knocked out of play by a man who played real well in the first half, Justin Glad, the defender, retreating back and doing a fine job. He basically stopped Calderon on one play. Otherwise, they might have had 4 goals. Going to be a throw-in for Everton FC here in the 9th annual Mayor's Cup here in the Summerlin area of Las Vegas, Nevada. Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. Pushing it up now. Rush Nike. Settling it down nicely right there, as you see, is Alex Enriquez. Enriquez looking for Benejas. It never got to him, but coming into the spot there is Brust. Brust, a service over to Benejas. He looking back for Brust. Brust is tripped up, and was he tripped up in the box? No, he was not. Just outside the box. And no call by the center ref as far as that is concerned. And it is now going to be a throw-in. Throw-in in the 18-yard box. As Nike Rush trying to make a play. And that ball is now going to be a goal kick. 3-1 your score. That's Elk Grove Everton FC leading in this contest over Nike Rush from Arizona. Hope you're enjoying all the action. The NoCal visitors and the Arizona visitors here in the 9th annual Mayor's Cup. Benejas pushing that ball over to Gonzalez, and it goes out of play. A championship game with Zier Williams to throw it in. Zier Williams gets it in to Giovanni Flores. Flores trying to give it go back to Zier. Zier on it now. Zier and a foul, and he draws the foul, and it'll be a free kick. Those are the type of offensive plays you want to do. You want to make the defender commit himself. You want to make him even try to foul you so you can get set pieces here. And here's a set piece by Flores. Bending ball, the header on top of the net. Calderon, is it still in the field of play? It is. And they will keep it in the 18-yard box. They're going to take a shot. Looking for Calderon that time, but he couldn't quite get to the soccer ball. Calderon was marked that time. That was a service by Flores looking for the back post with Calderon to try to tuck it in that back, inside that back post. And now with it, driving it out is Spitzer. And into the corner now. After it is Calderon. Calderon being marked by 2 players. He finds a way to get it to a teammate, but he just missed getting it to that teammate. It had a little bit too much pace. And so Nike Rush have it, and they push it way out of their 6-yard box and upfield to midfield now. As you see there, running after it is Gonzalez trying to maintain possession. He can't do it. His teammate trying to do the same. And there's going to be a call. And that call is going to be in favor of, I believe, Everton FC. 3-1 score. No, it was in favor of Nike Rush. And Angel has to make the save. Adam Angel makes the save and pushes it upfield to Zier Williams. And Zier is knocked down. A little bit too much that time by Enriquez. And so now to pass into the central, trying to get somebody to run onto it. And it's going to be a call. That's going to go against Everton FC now. And will Justin Glad take it? Glad did not take it. And his teammate did, and it was intercepted now by Colin Betancourt. And now that ball running onto it is Ronaldo Fierro, and it goes out of play. Fierro and company will throw it in and get it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez now Try to make a move, and that ball intercepted in the central. Elk Grove, Everton FC in the attacking third, and retreating back Justin Glad. Glad has it now. Glad pushes it over Zaire Williams, but he has it. Zaire able to make those moves, and that time he gets it over to his teammate. Gets it to DeHaro, and then it's pushed over to Zaire Williams. Zaire Williams makes a move around one player, still on a soccer ball. A service coming after it is Calderon, and he can't quite get it as it went past Zaire Williams, and now the dark blue and his stripes. They've got it now with Gonzalez. Gonzalez, and that ball goes all the way down the field, and no problem for the keeper, Angel. Tried to go down the central with that soccer ball, and we have a whistle. 3-1 is still your score. Elk Grove Everton FC. They scored the 3 goals in the first half, and a lone goal scored by Hector Benejas for Rush Nike. Going to be a free kick, and that one's taken by Juan Gonzalez. Juan going down to central, and it's intercepted all the way back up to Betancourt. Betancourt and his teammate McKibben going after it, and that ball is going to be a throw-in for Rush Nike. Rush Nike now, they throw it, and it's intercepted. Rush Nike again will throw it in as they have it in the central now. But Everton FC, Elk Grove Everton FC now with it, with Calderon. Calderon trying to make a move, but he gives it away. And but did he get it back? Gonzalez had it for a moment, and it'll be a free kick. Going to be a free kick. And it looks like there's a player injured right now. And we play on. That ball toward the central, intercepted. Benejas was trying to get to it. He was stationed there in the central. Nice bicycle kick. Trying to get it back to midfield, and they do. Elk Grove Everton FC on the run with Chris Kabatak on the wide side, and it goes out of play at the far side touchline. And Rush Nike will throw it in. Rush Nike from the own defensive third. Getting it upfield here in the championship game. 50-50 ball. Still staying after it there as you see Ivan Garcia. Ivan Garcia gets a strike on it, but he runs out of real estate. Or was it lastly touched by Everton FC? It was. So it'll be a throw-in. And as center ref says, move it up on a 3-1 game here to the championship. And time running down on Elk Grove, or rather on Rush Nike, to try and add another goal and make this even closer and chip down into that score. Elk Grove FC with it now is Chris Kabatak. Kabatak down to central on a long ball. Nobody able to run onto it. It had way too much pace for Calderon. And in their defensive third, Rush Nike now. Rush Nike across midfield, getting a player to head it, try to control it, and he does. Down to central, and nobody there. Way too much pace on it, and they're going to give the opportunity away. But coming into space nicely, as you see there, and that is Enriquez. Enriquez trying to intercept into space, but they get it restarted. Everton FC now. Everton FC pushing it. Everton FC pushing it out of bounds, out of play on the near side. And now some substitutions coming in, as now Jorge Crisantos is into the contest, and I believe Chase Mitchell's in now. Colin Betancourt switching it towards the other side of the field. And it's intercepted. Yeah, some of that baby blue was over there, along with the dark colored shirt. And they're able to push it upfield, across midfield, and get to that attacking third. Does Rush Nike. Rush Nike again in the space, but they can't control it. So they give way to Chase Mitchell. Mitchell was the player that came in. And in the space there, they win it and push it toward the defending third. And coming way off his line, he can't touch it with his foot. He tries to kick it and almost gave it away that time to Giovanni Flores. Flores seemed to know where that ball was going, and he intercepted it momentarily. But thankfully for Sean Spitzer, he was able to get it back. There'll be a throw-in for Rush Nike, and they have a fresh player coming into the contest. As the coach Paulo Fierro want to get a fresh player in because they need to try and put one in the back of the net. They're down by 2. On the move is Everton FC. They intercept into space. They're on the soccer ball now, taking a shot, but no problem for Spitzer. And Spitzer gonna drive it. As you saw there that time, Alexis Enriquez kind of got tripped up. Coming down the middle is his teammate. He scores! Number 15, Ivan Garcia. And it is 3-2. Beautiful play. Didn't matter if Enriquez got tripped up by whatever he was trying to retreat back. Garcia was in a perfect position to run that ball on a beautiful run down the central and put it in the back of the net. And now it is 3-2. Just as I mentioned, they would have to get one in the back of the net to have a chance to tie this game here in the championship. And now it really gets crucial. With it is Enriquez. Enriquez on the near side. And now it's on the foot of Castro. Castro gets it to his teammate, Gonzalez. The mental ability to stay in this ball game is in the favor of Rush Nike. They have done a fine job with that. Not fearful after giving up 3 straight goals to start off the game. They've come back with 2 unanswered goals. It is 3-2 here in the second half. In the corner, Alejandro Gonzalez. Gonzalez now, and they get a strike. And that one is awry of the near post. They did get a strike, and it was just not quite accurate enough. It'll be a goal kick. Different ball game than it was when it was 3-0. It is now 3-2. Now you see why both clubs are here in the championship. They don't give up. They continue to play. They have the mental ability to stay in a ball game, even though they fall behind. And now Rush Nike now. They're Arizona visitors. And an 18-yard box with Benejas. And it's knocked away by Spitzer. Benejas again trying to get to it. And he did. And then it was knocked out by Everton FC. Pretty good chances that time to tie up the game for Rush Nike. And on the near side, with it, winning it, is Enriquez. Enriquez toward the 18-yard box. Here is Garcia. And it's taken away by Everton FC as they come out with it. Now they got their own counterattack going, but retreating back nicely that time is Enriquez. Enriquez now, and his teammates push it up, and trying to keep it in that time was Nico Garcia. He couldn't do it. So now it'll throw in for Enriquez. Enriquez over to Benejas. Benejas, Hector Benejas trying to find a teammate to run onto it. Nobody there. And now coming into the space is Giovanni Flores. Flores pushes it up forward now to Betancourt. Betancourt with a lot of space. Betancourt looking for a runner. He's got one, but it's too much pace on it. And Spitzer at the top of the box off his line makes a save. And he pushes it up to midfield. And it's intercepted there. Here in the championship game of the 9th annual Mayor's Cup in Las Vegas, Nevada. We hope you're enjoying all the action. Oh, the ball in the attacking third for the Rush Nike Ball Club from Arizona. They are down by only 1 goal here. And we got plenty of time here in the second half. Good to throw it in from the near side touchline is Rush Nike. Into the 18-yard box. Up in the air, Juan Gonzalez meets it and drives it up. Hector Benejas with a header into the box. Gonzalez looking for it. He finds it. But then Benejas takes a shot. into the box. Well, actually, it turns out to be a pass. His teammates trying to get another subsequent pass, but that time Juan Santa Cruz, remember, he was the guy early in the first half that had a ball played to him in the center of the 6-yard box, and he did not finish on that. And that play comes back to haunt you because it would be 3-3 right now. It'd be a tie score. Big plays like that, you have to finish on them. Juan Gonzalez the drive. He was unmarked at the time. All he had to do was control the soccer ball. Did not do it. Here is Zier Williams. Zier, who's been making great plays this game, holding on to that soccer ball. He's basically been very colorful with his soccer ball, getting around players. And right now, if you're the head coach, Alejandro Murillo, you want a lot of that. You want your team to hold on to this 1-goal lead. However, they are throwing it in, and that is Benejas. Well, he's going to give way instead to Enriquez. Enriquez throws it in. He gets it over to Castro. Castro, pass intended for the 18-yard box, is intercepted at the top of the box. Both teams spread out pretty nicely now. They know what they have to do on the run, though. Here's Chase Mitchell. Mitchell try to go to the interior. His pass intercepted, and he still try to chase it down. With it now is Castro. He pushed it up to midfield, but his pass is intercepted. Now here's Calderon. Calderon finds a teammate. Here's Zier Williams. Zier trying to get around one player. He gets around two. Zier could possibly score, and it goes into the net. 4-2. Zier Williams could not be marked, could not be stopped, and it is 4-2. And so something that head coach Paulo Fiera did not want was a possibility where now at this juncture he would be down by 2 goals, but his team defenders could not stop number 9, Zier Williams, on that play. And that's why it's 4-2. But mentally they've been able to stay within their mindset of trying to win this championship, and they have scored goals, unanswered goals in this game, and that's why it got down to a 1-goal deficit after they were down by 3 goals in the first half. Throwing it in is Colin Betancourt, trying to maintain this 2-goal lead and a championship of the 9th Annual Mayor's Cup. In the corner, and Sean Spitzer has it. Spitzer drives it down the field. Spitzer just was fit to be tied trying to stop Zier Williams, and he even got his hand on a shot, but it just was just a little bit too much in the work that Zier Williams had done in that sequence to give him the 4-2 lead. Now here's Hector Benejas, who has scored in this game. He gets it to his teammate, trying to come down the middle. Juan Gonzalez. Oh, and a nice save that time by Adam Angel. Oh, Juan Gonzalez got beat, and Adam Angel saved him that time. And this went toward the 18-yard box, and it's blocked, sent up the field. And here's Cavatak. Or not Cavatak, saved by Adam Angel. That was Castro with a shot. And they did have a chance to try to cut it to a 1-goal lead. And just as I mentioned about the mindset with Rush Nike, they will not quit in this game. As that ball up in the air, the 50-50 ball, trying to bring it down with Gonzalez. And winning it is Everton FC, is Zier Williams. Williams retreats to the center of the field, takes a shot, and it goes over the top of the net. He zigged toward the center of the field. I don't know why I said retreated. It was retreating that the defenders were thinking about doing, and he took that shot, but he could not. It was too high. Could not get it low enough. But however, intercepting and taking a bust, and he almost was able to get it into the far post. Colin Betancourt, he tried to get his 2nd goal of the game. Remember, he started off the game with a goal. And, of course, Zier Williams coming later has got 2 goals into the contest, along with Alex Calderon. With it now is Enriquez. Enriquez can't find anybody. Enriquez wins the soccer ball. Nicely done. Enriquez trying to go around the defender, but he was marked well in the space. They take it away. And coming on to it now is Gonzalez, Alejandro, but it's taken away. And it's over to Zier Williams. Williams now. The goal's going to switch it back to the central now. And here's Juan Gonzalez driving it out to the wide side of the field, the wide side of your picture for Calderon. He doesn't get to it, though. Trying to chase it down is Rocha, and he got a piece of it and tried to get it up there to Betancourt, but Betancourt didn't get to it. Knocked out of play, and now Rush Nike will throw it in. Here in the second half, time running out in the championship game. They need to try to get another goal quickly here. Juan Gonzalez retreating back and knocks it out of play as coming down with some steam on a run from the far side touchline was Ivan Garcia, who has scored one of the 2 goals for his team in this game. And now bound to the central with Rush Nike. They have it. They win it. And that is Adam Walsh. But his pass was intercepted. And down the central, coming up from the back was Landon Breeding. And now Breeding and company retreating back. Justin Glad knocked that one down. But here comes Zier Williams. Takes his time. A beautiful ball placed on the outside, but Glad got a piece of that one. And it goes over to Sean Spitzer. Spitzer now pushes it up the field. Plenty of time that time on that pass by Zier Williams to Chris Kabatak, and Glad came and blocked it in that last sequence. But coming back the other way, here's Alejandro Gonzalez. Gonzalez passing it out to the wide. His teammate now trying to make a move around Juan Gonzalez. He does. Gets it to number 15, and that's Garcia. Now a service into the box, but nobody there. Across the mouth of the box, but nobody there. Elk Grove Everton FC loves it when the time now is being eat off the clock because Rush Nike not being able to get a good coordinated play. They got fresh players in the game, and we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball in a 4-2 championship lead for Elk Grove Everton FC. Here in this boys under 13 championship of the Mayor's Cup here in Las Vegas. On the soccer ball now is Chris Santos over to Calderon, and Calderon couldn't quite get to it. As getting to it first is a keeper, Spitzer, and he shoots it down the central, and it goes out now to the wide. He's got a teammate going after it, and that was Iman Garcia, and Garcia was trying to get to that attacking third, but they routed him off that, and so now there's going to be a free kick as they got Garcia to give up a foul on the play in his haste to get to that soccer ball. And now Elk Grove Everton FC with time on their side, meaning that time is running out, and they lead by 2 goals in the near side. And does a linesman say play on? He says no. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be a free kick. No, it's going to be a throw-in. Taking it is Giovanni Flores. Flores trying to get to the attacking third. Pass intercepted. Flores now want to try to look for somebody who's not guarded, and he decides anyway to go to Zier Williams. Zier trying to get to it and cannot, or actually he knocked it off his foot, and it's a throw-in, defensive third for Rush Nike, and they push it up the field in the central. Juan Gonzalez retreating back, and he pushes it all the way down to Angel, and Adam Angel gets it out of his own defensive third. They push it up the field now, cross midfield, and every time Rush Nike has to retreat back in their own half of the field, it works against them. They got to be going the other way, and they got to stay going the other way if they're to have a chance of winning the championship here. Here is DiHaro. And that ball to Calderon now. Calderon being marked heavily. Calderon still wins it. Calderon in the corner. His service into the box. And his teammate can't hold on to it. But Zier comes into the space and he scores! Zier Williams, and he holds up 3 fingers for 3 goals in the match. And that just might have done it right there. As Zier Williams scores the 3rd goal of the game for him and the 5th for his team, they lead 5-2 in the championship of the 2008 Las Vegas Mayor's Cup. And you might as well say they'll have the hardware, because a 3-goal lead is going to be very difficult for Rush Nike to try to come back again and beat them here today. Some individual play that has happened for Elk Grove Everton FC at just the right times, and they are able to pull away from a very gallant team in Rush Nike, who will be a great finalist if they can't pull this one out. And being down by 3 goals is probably not going to happen today, as fresh players are going to come in. Elk Grove Everton FC, Cameron McKibben is coming in, Chase Mitchell coming in. You don't have a lot of time, clock running out, and I'll tell you what, both teams have put great effort towards this game, and it's been fun to watch. The individual play, the team play, and they both deserve some hardware for being in this championship game, because they both have played hard throughout the tournament to get to this point. And it's just going to be a little bit too much for Rush Nike, it looks like, at this point, in winning the championship. The free kick now for Rush Nike. And Alejandro Gonzalez will take it. Gonzalez, his team would like to score on this set piece. In a box, and almost a foul in the box. And that would have helped them out, because they would have had a penalty shot. But they did not get it. And so they have to continue to work hard to try to get it back in the net. And time not on their side. Time running out in this match. The biggest one of the tournament this year for both teams. And down midfield, or down a far side touchline, Nike Rush. And there's a double whistle. The championship in the boys under 13 for the 9th annual Mayor's Cup will go to Elk Grove Everton FC. And a fine game that they played overall. Had a 3-goal lead in the first half, and they come back to win by 3, 5-2 over Rush Nike. We hope you enjoyed all the action in this match. The championship one for 2008. I'm Greg Porter, Greg GK Porter. Say take care, God bless, and we will hope to see you out there again next time. Bye now.
The happiest mayor, I say, in the universe, Mayor Oscar B. Goodman.
This was a great tournament. The fields are beautiful. The crowd is great. The youngsters played terrific soccer. It's really it's a tribute to the parents and the coaches and the young men and women themselves for having a tournament of this magnitude. We've been so successful here, thank goodness, that we now have 2 tournaments. We're going to be having another one in February, and I think we're probably the largest tournament. If we're not the largest tournament in the world, we're going to be the largest tournament in the world, because we have the best people attending here. And everybody who came up to me today who said they're having a good time, it made it all worthwhile for the city of Las Vegas to be able to be part of this with the Downtown Soccer Club. So everybody, congratulations, and thank you very much for participating.
The U13 Boys Silver Elite Adidas Division. We have the winners and champions, Elk Grove Everton 96.
Viva Las Vegas! I just want to say thank you to first my parents for the great effort to come all the way here. I think it was worth it. We have been waiting for this time for a long, long time. So thank you, Las Vegas, and all the people who organized this tournament. It was great experience. And guys, you did very good. Thank you. Gracias.